You have no idea. Someone is loving you deeply in silence right now. Right now, as you're listening to this, there is a heart beating for you in a way you cannot see, cannot hear, and maybe have never even imagined. This is not a coincidence. You didn't just stumble on this message by accident. God wants you to hear this. There is something happening behind the scenes of your life. Something quiet, something hidden, something deeply emotional. There is a woman, and she carries your name in her thoughts more often than you would believe. She watches from a distance, not in obsession, but in care, in admiration, in a love so gentle and so real that it terrifies her to even acknowledge it out loud. You may have felt it before. Those strange moments when someone's presence lingers a little longer than it should. The way certain eyes seem to hold something unspoken. The way silence between you and someone feels heavier than usual. That's not random. That's not your imagination. That's a soul trying to reach you. Without breaking its own walls, this woman prays for you in ways you will never hear. She asks God to protect you, guide you, and heal you, even if she never becomes part of your story. And that's what makes this so powerful. Her love is not loud. It's not demanding. It doesn't chase attention. It stays hidden because she's afraid. Afraid of rejection. Afraid of losing the small connection she already has with you. Afraid that if she speaks, everything might change, or worse, disappear completely. And here's the truth you need to understand. People don't hide feelings like this unless they are deep, unless they matter, unless they see something in you that goes beyond the surface. Something rare, something worth protecting, even if it means suffering in silence. God sees this. He sees her heart, and he sees yours too. And that's why you're hearing this message today. Because there are things unfolding in your life that you're not aware of yet. Connections forming. Emotions aligning. Quietly. You might be searching for love, wondering why it hasn't come the way you expected. But what if it's already there? What if it's been there all along? Just hidden behind fear, timing, and unspoken truth. Listen carefully. Not everything that is real is visible. Not everything that is meant for you will come easily. Some things are revealed only when the time is right. And right now, you're being prepared to see what you couldn't see before. But the real reason she is hiding her feelings is something you won't expect. She notices everything about you, even the things you think no one sees. The way you hide your pain behind a quiet smile. She sees it. The moments when you go silent, lost in your own thoughts. She feels it. Even the strength you carry. When everything inside you feels heavy. She admires it more than you could ever understand. This is not a surface-level attraction. This is not about looks or fleeting emotions. This is something deeper, something rooted in the soul. She pays attention to the smallest details about you. The way your voice changes when you're tired. The way your energy shifts when something is bothering you. Even if you say nothing at all. You might think no one notices these things, but she does. And not only does she notice, she cares. There is a quiet admiration in her heart. She sees your struggles, your growth, your journey, and instead of judging, she respects you for it. She doesn't just see who you are today. She sees who you are becoming. And that vision of you, It inspires her. Sometimes she finds herself just watching you, not in a strange way, but in a way that comes from deep emotional connection. She studies your expressions, your words, your silence, because to her, every part of you tells a story, and she wants to understand that story. Even if she never becomes a chapter in it, she feels safe in your presence, even if you don't realize it. There's something about your energy that brings her peace, and in a world where everything feels uncertain and loud, that peace means everything to her. That's why her feelings aren't rushed. They're not impulsive. They've grown slowly, quietly, like something God planted in her heart without warning. And maybe there have been moments where you felt an unexplainable comfort around someone, a calmness you couldn't quite place. That might have been her energy reaching you, her heart connecting with yours in a way words never could. But here's what makes this even more powerful. Her love is built on respect. She doesn't want to disturb your life, pressure you, or force something that isn't ready. She values you too much for that. So instead, she stays silent, choosing patience over risk, distance over disruption. She tells herself it's better this way, that loving you from afar is safer than losing you completely. And so she continues, watching, caring, praying, hoping that maybe one day things will change. Because when someone truly loves you like this, it's not about possession, it's about connection. But her silence is not weakness. It's something much deeper. She wants to tell you the truth, but fear keeps stopping her every time. There have been moments, quiet, almost invisible moments, when she came so close to saying it, when her heart raced, her thoughts aligned, and everything inside her whispered, "Just tell him." But then, something inside her pulls her back, a sudden wave of doubt, a voice that reminds her of everything that could go wrong. It's not that she doesn't trust you, it's that she's afraid of what the truth might change. You see, when someone loves this deeply, the risk feels heavier, because it's not just about expressing feelings, it's about exposing the most vulnerable part of her soul, and she wonders, what if you don't feel the same? What if her truth becomes the very thing that pushes you away? That thought alone is enough to silence her. She would rather carry the weight of unspoken love than face the pain of losing you completely, because in her mind, having you at a distance is still better than not having you at all. Even if it hurts, even if it means watching you without ever being able to call you hers. And then there's another layer to her fear. Something deeper, something older. She has been hurt before. There were moments in her past where she gave her heart too freely, trusted too quickly, and believed in something that didn't last. Maybe she was misunderstood. Maybe she was left behind. Maybe she opened up once, and it cost her more than she was prepared to lose. Those experiences didn't just fade away. They stayed with her. They shaped the way she loves now. They taught her to be careful, to protect herself, to think twice before letting anyone see what she truly feels. So now, when it comes to you, her heart doesn't just feel love, it also feels caution. She overthinks everything. Every word you say, every interaction, every moment you share. She replays it all in her mind, trying to find meaning, trying to understand where she stands. She asks herself questions you'll never hear. Does he feel it too? Am I imagining this? What if I'm wrong? And in that constant cycle of thoughts, her courage slowly fades. Because the truth is, she doesn't just fear rejection. She fears the change that comes after it, the awkward distance, the silence that might replace what you once had, the possibility that things will never be the same again. And, to her, that's terrifying. So, she stays quiet, not because she doesn't feel enough, but because she feels too much, so much that it overwhelms her, so much that it makes her hesitate at the very moment she wants to be brave. There are nights when she wishes things were different, when she prays for a sign, for clarity, for the strength to finally speak. She asks God to guide her, to show her whether to hold on or let go. But until that answer feels clear, she waits. She carries this love in silence, hoping that maybe, just maybe, you'll notice it without her having to say a word. And the reason behind this fear is connected to something from her past. This connection is not random. God is involved in ways you cannot see. There are some connections in life that go beyond logic, beyond timing, beyond human understanding. And this, what you're experiencing, what she's feeling, this is one of them. This is not something sluchany. This is not just emotions crossing paths by chance. This is something God has allowed, something He is shaping quietly behind the scenes, because when God is involved, things don't always happen in the way we expect, or in the time we want. You might be wondering why it feels so hidden, why something that feels so real is still unspoken, why there's distance when there's clearly connection. But what you don't see is that God often works in silence first. He prepares hearts before He reveals truths. He builds foundations before He allows anything to stand. Right now, both of you are being prepared. You are being shaped through your experiences, your struggles, your growth, your lessons, and so is she. Every moment you've gone through, every challenge you've faced, every emotional battle you've fought, it's all part of something bigger. God is aligning your paths, but He's also making sure that when the moment comes, you are both ready to receive what's been placed in your lives. Because love like this, it requires readiness. If it came too early, it might be misunderstood. If it was revealed too soon, it might be mishandled. And God doesn't allow something meaningful to be destroyed by poor timing. So instead, He allows it to grow quietly, beneath the surface where it can't be easily shaken. That's why her feelings remain hidden. Not because they're meant to stay that way forever, but because right now they are still being refined, strengthened, protected, just like a seed beneath the soil. It may look like nothing is happening, but in reality, something powerful is forming underneath. And the same goes for you. There are things within you that are still being healed, still being understood, still being prepared for something deeper than what you've known before. And until those things are aligned, God keeps certain truths covered. This is divine timing. It's not delay without purpose. It's not confusion without reason. It's intentional. Every silence, every unanswered question, every hidden emotion, it's all part of a process that is bigger than both of you. And here's something you need to truly understand. When God connects two people in this way, it's not just about love, it's about purpose. It's about growth. It's about becoming who you are, meant to be, not just individually, but together. That's why it feels different. That's why it lingers in your spirit. That's why, even without words, something inside you recognizes that this is not ordinary. Because it isn't. There is a spiritual thread tying this connection together, a quiet pull that neither of you fully understands, but both of you feel, and even in the silence, even in the distance, that connection hasn't disappeared. It's being held by something greater. So if you've been questioning it, doubting it, or wondering why things are the way they are, understand this. God doesn't create confusion without purpose. He allows seasons of silence to prepare you for moments of clarity. And that moment is coming. Because what is meant to be revealed by God cannot stay hidden forever. But there will come a moment when everything will finally be revealed. One day, the truth will come out, and it will change everything. And when that day comes, it won't be ordinary. It won't feel forced or confusing. It will feel clear, peaceful, certain, like something inside you finally clicks into place. All the questions you carried, all the moments you doubted, all the times you wondered if it was real, they will suddenly make sense. Because truth, when it comes from God, doesn't bring chaos. It brings clarity. Right now, you may not see the full picture. You may feel unsure, even skeptical. But understand this, you are not overlooked. You are not forgotten. You are not walking through life unnoticed. There is someone who sees you, truly sees you, and loves you in a way that is rare in this world. And more importantly, God sees you. He knows your heart. He knows your struggles, your silent battles, your moments of loneliness. He knows the love you've given that wasn't returned the way you hoped. He knows the times you questioned your worth. And still, He chose you. Yes, you are chosen. Chosen to be loved deeply. Chosen to experience something meaningful. Chosen to encounter a connection that goes beyond surface-level emotions. Even if it doesn't look like it right now, even if it feels hidden, it doesn't mean it's not real. Sometimes, the most powerful things in life are the ones that grow in silence. Think about it. The strongest roots grow underground, unseen. The most beautiful transformations happen in quiet places, and in the same way, this love, this connection, it's being developed in a space where it can't be easily broken, rushed, or destroyed. So don't lose faith. Don't let doubt convince you that nothing is happening. Don't let impatience make you overlook what God is carefully arranging. Because while you're waiting, while she's holding back, God is working. He is aligning hearts. He is removing fears. He is healing past wounds. He is preparing both of you for something that will not only feel right, but will be right. And when the time comes, it won't require chasing, forcing, or guessing. It will unfold naturally. The words will come out. The truth will be spoken, and everything that once felt uncertain will suddenly feel undeniable. That's the power of divine timing. So, if you're listening to this right now, take it as a sign, not a coincidence, not just another video, but a moment where God is reminding you of something important. You are loved, even in ways you cannot yet see. And maybe, just maybe, the person you've been waiting for has been closer than you think all along. Now, I want you to do something simple, but powerful. If this message touched your heart, If you feel like this was meant for you, comment Amen below. Let it be your way of saying, I receive this. I trust the timing. I believe something greater is unfolding. And don't stop there. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who might need to hear this today. Because you never know who else is waiting for a message like this, just like you were. Stay open, stay patient, and most importantly, stay faithful. Because what is meant for you will never miss you. Sometimes the deepest love is the one that stays hidden until the right moment.